LocalBozo.com is proud to have with us as our guest for an exclusive interview, Creed and Alter Bridge guitarist and now frontman of Tremonti, Mark Tremonti. Mark, thanks so much for giving us some time today.
Hey, thank you very much.
Mark, your first solo album, All I Was released back in July and was a project that was a long time coming. How much of a challenge was just finding the time to record this album with so many other projects seemingly going on at once?
It was actually pretty easy. We had a 3-month window when Miles was out with Slash. I had a bunch of ideas just stockpiling, so I figured it was a good time to get together with a couple friends and record some ideas. And at first it was just going to be a project, and once we got going with it, we got real excited about it, and now we're, pushing it as much as we can. And I'd come on and off the tour and just knock out bit by bit every time I had a break from the tour, and finally got it done.
Can you talk a little bit about how you put this band together?
Well, Eric, the guitar player, the other guitar player in the band, he has been a friend of mine for probably about 13 or 14 years, and one of my best friends. I've played him just as many ideas as I've played any of the other members of my other bands, and so he was the obvious choice to join the band. And then Garrett Whitlock was a drummer in his band, Submersed, that I co-produced. I co-produced their first album years ago, and he's a very accomplished drummer, great guy, same kind of roots as I have musically, and he worked out great, and so we were just a three-piece on the album.
Now, was the plan for you to handle the vocal work on this album all along?
No, I from the get-go, I decided to do the singing because it's, doing the solo record, I think a lot of people thought me being a guitar player, it would be mostly a guitar-driven record, but when I'm working, most of my time is spent writing vocal melodies and writing songs, and that's what I've done all these years. So I wanted the solo record to kind of be what I'm really about, which is writing these vocal melodies and now actually just singing them.
The first single, You Waste Your Time, it's loud and it's fast and it's on constant rotation on rock radio, especially on satellite radio. Was it a conscious decision to write some heavier music, and how satisfied are you with the song's reaction so far?
I'm satisfied with the reaction from fans for sure. They've, everybody's blown away with the response so far, and the biggest challenge now is just getting enough people to hear it in the first place, and hopefully spread the word because really enjoying it.
If the opportunity presented itself, could you see yourself doing double duty with Tremonti as the opener for either Creed or Alter Bridge?
No, everybody's, I had presented the idea of maybe Tremonti, playing the summer festivals while Alter Bridge was over in Europe. And my agent said it would probably be a bad idea. It's just confusing to the fan base, and, just try and keep it all separate.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Now, on Wednesday, September 12th, Tremonti is stopping locally at the Highline Ballroom here in New York City with support from Charm City Devils. Talk about what it's like for you to be headlining a solo show in the Big Apple after having played here so many times over the past decade with your other bands.
It's going to be great. It's New York's always a place to get out there and get some media out there talking about the band, and it's kind of always a first step with each new project, and it's fun to be able to do it for the third time, and can't wait. The venue's a great place, and I've never played there, and we look forward to it.
Do you have any memories you'd like to share with us about performing here in New York City over the years?
I remember traveling way back in the early Creed days, getting in a van and going up to New York and seeing it for the very first time. So I'd only seen it on TV, and we were going up there for a big show with all kinds of record labels and radio promotion people. So I was very nervous, and remember playing, I think it was Brownies maybe, or something along those lines, for just a few hundred people, and meeting Bill McGaffey, who then came on board and helped us promote the first Creed record.
Mark, can fans expect any surprises in the set list as far as any familiar Creed or Alter Bridge songs, or is it just going to be solo Tremonti material with maybe some covers thrown in?
Yeah, it's going to be all solo material, and the Highline show might be a little early for covers because we're coming straight off of a Creed tour right into the the tour, so we're not going to have any rehearsals other than one show the night before. So as we're on tour, we'll probably work out some cool covers.
Yeah, I get it. Maybe add to the set as the tour rolls forward. Now, you've got a list of dates that wrap up in October. What are your plans for the rest of 2012?
Well, we're going to do the hard drive tour, like you said, and follow that up with going over to Europe and hitting the UK, Italy, Holland, maybe a show in Germany. And then I think we're putting together a Creed South American tour at the moment, and then in January I'll get together with Miles, put together the next Alter Bridge record, and come hopefully get over there next summer to Europe to do all the summer festivals.
Mark, you're kind of in a pretty unique place. I mean, you have two viable touring acts, and now you're emerging on this solo project. What's that like for you as a musician, just to reflect back upon all the success that you've had and to be in this position where you have three bands that you can tap at any given time?
It's great. It's a little stressful sometimes, just working out the schedules between everything, and it's just a lot of moving parts. But the whole point of me doing all this was to be a songwriter and to get as many songs out as I can, and it's great to have these three outlets. And I'm just happy that the first two bands, Creed and Alter Bridge, have done so well, and very, very proud of both of them.
Mark, you've got as great of a work ethic as anybody in music today. You've been so gracious with us with your time. Is there anything else you'd like to leave for the readers of localbozo.com?
Just hope to see everybody out at the show, and it's very early on in our careers as this Tremonti band goes. So it's people will be catching us in our infant stages. So I'd like to see everybody there.
Awesome. Well, fans, All I Was, the brand new album from Tremonti, is available now wherever you buy your rock music. You can catch the band right here in New York City on Wednesday, September 12th at the Highline Ballroom with support from Charm City Devils, and tickets are available now. For more information on the band and tour dates, make sure to check out marktremonti.com. And Mark, thanks so much for your time today here on localbozo.com. All the best of luck to you with the new album and your tour.
Great. Thank you very much.